Coverage of OHSAA Wrestling on Waycross Sports. Underwritten by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association. Dr. Stephen Daly. Dr. Kevin Riley. Keller and Klein Incorporated. Foster and Motley Financial Consultants. Cincinnati Functional Fitness. General Advertising Products. Cincinnati Sub-Zero. And Tim Cunningham.
Okay, and here we are again at the Value City Arena at the Schottenstein Center. Waycross Community Media and all of its volunteers are bringing you the championship. Well, these actually will be the consolation finals in the 2015 state tournament. I'm Dave Bean. Along with me again and still are Greg Klein, who is running back and forth carrying messages to the truck, as well as trying to keep us in line as to who we've got on the mat. And the critical element of this whole operation out here, at least, is Tim Cunningham, who is our floor manager and somehow is able to figure out where our wrestlers are on the 9 mats that are going on simultaneously. On the screen right now, you see the size of the arena. You see kids of different sizes all over the mat, and that's part of the problem. This has been the consolation semifinal round, and from it, we decide who is going to wrestle for 3rd and 4th and who's going to wrestle for 5th. We know who's wrestling for 7th, but that's another story. That was determined last night. Anyway, we've got just a minute here before our first matches come up at the 106-pound division, and they are moving on deck as we speak. Let's take a look at the underwriters of the whole operation. These are the folks that provide the funding to make it possible to move the production crew here. The Southwest Wrestling Coaches Association has been doing this for a long time. Dr. Stephen Daly, who not only is a sponsor here, he is a volunteer here in the arena. So is Dr. Kevin Riley from TriHealth Systems. Keller and Klein, property management company, are repeat supporters. Foster and Motley, financial consulting firm. Cincinnati Functional Fitness, which is the premier center for fitness in the city. General Advertising Products, run by Bruce Howland. Cincinnati Sub-Zero, with the president being Steve Burke there. And as I've already mentioned, Tim Cunningham is also an underwriter. We'd like you to give a shout out also to one of the longtime supporters of our program, one who's been under the weather here for several weeks and is fighting some pretty serious medical issues. Jim Dandy Emmy. Jim is now at home, and we understand he's going to try and get here this afternoon for this evening for the finals, and that'll be good news because he's been running the team scoreboards for over 30 years, and he's been a wrestler and coach in the greater Cincinnati area, as well as tournament operator for many years. We have a couple matches on deck. Match
106 Anthony Jagle.
We have Anthony
Middletown.
Jagle of Middletown Who's coming up there? What do we know about Anthony?
Well, he senior, injured last year, and at the sectionals didn't get to wrestle up here, but he's projected a 4th place finisher, so he's right in there for 3rd and 4th. So we'll see him. Brandon Lucas from Western Brown's a freshman, coming out of nowhere. Although pretty strong youth wrestler, and he's wrestling for 5th and 6th when they hit the mat. So we also have some 7th and 8th place matches going on, and
Jared Bronstrup, who will be Jagel's opponent, came out of the Mentor district.
Well, we should get on mat number 2, a 95-pound or 100. Excuse me. We've also got a 7th place match at
we've got
106 with Harrison.
Yeah, 105. We have Brandon Lucas of Western Brown.
No. It's right now we've got Corey Baird versus Colton Chase on mat 2. If we can get to that. We didn't pick up yet. Now the Western Brown
98's on the mat.
Yeah. We've got 2 matches going, so we can get some cameras to it.
On mat 5, we have a match, and that's Brandon Lucas on
straight
mat 5.
In front of us, yeah. There you go. That's the distance there. Actually, you see both match wrestlers. Our 7th and 8th place matched in the foreground, and in the background is Brandon Lucas, who's basically got the takedown and working for some tilt points there.
Corey Baird of Harrison and Colton Chase of Lancaster are competing for 7th and 8th place on mat 3. That's over here just to our right, and on mat 5 we have Brandon Lucas of Western Brown and Alex Potts of East Liverpool.
Well, when you have three different weight divisions and several wrestlers, different schools, we got 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th. We've got actually 3 wrestlers on the mats.
Yeah, we've got
right now.
Right now we have Anthony Jagel of Middletown on the mat in Division 1, wrestling for 3rd place. On mat 5, we have Brandon Lucas of Western Brown. He's wrestling for 5th place. And on mat 3, we have Corey Baird of Harrison competing for 7th place.
Yep.
So
we'll try and keep you updated.
Are all out there.
It's going to be hard for our truck to give you graphics of all these scores, but we'll try and keep you scored verbally here. We've got Baird's losing 4-0 for the 7th and 8th. Anthony Jagel for 3rd and 4th is 0-0 at this point. And
Lucas is trailing 8-0 at this point.
I think he's winning 8-0.
No, you're on the wrong mat there. The scoreboard's on 5.
Yeah, he's
5-2.
He's winning 5-2. Western Brown wrestlers winning.
Hard to keep track of what scoreboard goes to what mat.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the wrong wrestler.
Yeah, it's 8-2.
I was looking. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Oh, locking hands down there. So your bottom screen can help you out there is for 7th and 8th. Top left is for 3rd and 4th, and the top right 5th and 6th. Now we've got that figured out.
Jay goes down 2-0 here in the first. Just gave it the takedown.
Lucas is a nice looking freshman. You know, he's won over 40 matches this year, you know, and finishing 5th.
He's big, tall. He's one of those tall 6-pounders.
5th
Getting
place
a little
freshman's
trouble
not
right
bad.
there.
Got in trouble right there. He got too high on those legs, and he got away from him.
Nice graphics work there for everybody.
Baird is having a difficult time here. He's over on his back now. He's got 10 seconds to last here in the 2nd period.
7-1.
And over on the mat 1, Jagel trails 2-0.
Gave a takedown up to Bronstrup of Brecksville. Brecksville's in the hunt here. They're in 4th place right now, kind of out of it, but they don't want to give up their 4th place team slot to Wadsworth, who's 2 points behind him in 5th. So some of these consolation matches mean more to some teams than others.
And when you talk about team points, unusually missing from the boards, the leaderboards, are Southwest wrestling teams. It's amazing. I can't remember the last time I've seen it that empty. It's been a really tough tournament.
We only have one finalist, which we'll show at our later. We won't be able to show because we're not televising the finals, but we'll have a little clip on Cole Jones, our 220-pound finalist from St. Xavier High School. We won't be able to show him this round, but we'd like to mention the fact that he is in the finals.
Yeah, we saw him last night. We saw his semifinal match last night, and Greg interviewed him following that match.
Oh, nice move by Lucas to take the.
Lucas is doing
Liverpool
a great job over there.
Back.
He leads 11-4 on mat 5.
He's going to get a couple more, too.
Going to get some more. Corey Baird.
And I got to tell you, I was looking at watching the early matches. I think he got a bad draw here because the kid that wrestled for 3rd and 4th from this division, from this side of the bracket, he'd have beat also. He just happened to get the best of the 4 in his go to 3rd and 4th for 5th and 6th.
Corey Baird is down and injured. His arm got caught in a switch, and he immediately let loose. He's pretty hurt over there.
4-2.
4-2 in the Jago match. Jago losing. He's got 27 seconds left in the 2nd period. Baird is now back up, and of course, since he called out, he has to take the down. He'll take the down defensive position. He trails 9-1, and despite the fact that Brandon Lucas is
he's going to win this match
down, he's still going to win
10 seconds to go. Yeah,
unless he gets stuck.
I don't think so.
I don't either. 14-4. There's Brandon Lucas, is the winner for 5th place. At 106 pounds in Division II. Right. Now we still got
5th
Corey
place
Baird.
For a freshman. We'll see him again next year.
Yeah.
And that's down to now we're down to 2. So the inset is for 3rd and 4th. Anthony Jangle from Middletown, senior,
trailing by 3. He's trying to take home 3rd place medal, but he's only got 1 minute and 52 seconds to get it. Bronstrup of Brecksville is a very skilled, technically solid wrestler. He's staying away from Jagle's attack. He was just warned for stalling, however.
They got a real
so that's good.
They brought 8 wrestlers down here to state from their district. And
yesterday it looked like maybe St. Ed's was not going to be out in the lead, and through yesterday's semifinals and consolation round, St. Ed's is back up on the top of the board. Maslin Perry close behind, and Elyria close behind them.
Ed's has won a number of their semi-matches and gotten a lot of placement points in this last round. They really did well to kind of open up a lead.
Jagle's in on the leg, but he can't turn the corner.
5-2, he's trailing.
Wrestling on mat number 7, now 109, Division III, 113 pounds for 3rd place. From Shadyside,
and
Greg Quinn. From Thomas Bishop Hartley,
Corey Baird is in a surf.
Yeah, he's in real
up here, and
I think he's just 5 seconds to go.
Colton Chase of Lancaster is doing a number on
He did it to him. So Corey Baird finishes 8th. Not bad. First time up here.
Yep, he's just a freshman. And he's had some pretty good experience wrestling before this year as a freshman. So, you know, he's going to learn from this and take advantage of it. That's the big advantage. That's the big advantage that we have. I think that's Patrick. Is that Patrick Kearney?
Kearney's on deck. No, we're not up yet. So Jagle he's got to finish this. He sprawled, but Bronstrup's in good position. 10 seconds, he can't stay here, so we're going to call it. He's got 7 seconds, basically. So top left corner, 7 seconds to go. The lower match is not our match.
Yeah, the lower, yeah, now.
We flick, there we go, that's the one we want.
And so Anthony Jagle.
There we go.
He's got just a few seconds left in his career.
7 seconds, down 5-3. See what you got left. It's going to be uphill battle here.
You only got one choice at this point.
Well, Brecksville kid can run away.
Well, I understand, but if he doesn't run, you've got to be able to throw and put him to his back. That's the only thing you got.
He's running.
And he's going to...
Oh, time ran out. Time, wow.
But he's still going to come up a point short.
No, he's...
Oh, you're right. That would tie it.
Yeah.
The referees are debating.
Nope, he didn't give it to him.
I don't think so. I think there's a lot of people. The arena wants it to. They wanted it to go overtime. Of course.
Yeah, the Bronstrups, he would have won it because they gave him a penalty for stalling right before that too. So it would have been 6-5.
That's right. I didn't see the point come up for the stall. Yeah.
They're still not done talking.
Yeah. Now we've got.
We're going to show it.
Okay,
now watch for the guy behind. Now he doesn't have it yet.
Doesn't have it yet. The right arm is blocking still.
Now the question
They're still inbounds. Boy, I'd say that's 2. I don't know where the clock stops. That's.
Okay, now see him hit him. He's trying to hit him right, and also the other.
And that hand hits. That's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
college replay. That's 2.
That. Well, one thing we gotta point out: the referees are not perfect, and they don't have the.
Here we have Patrick Kearney wrestling right now, so
they don't have the advantage of replay. Okay, so.
From Mason.
Now we've got
Patrick
Mason's Patrick Kearney versus Noah Ballman of Wadsworth, who was the 2014 state champ at
106. He was down on weight last year.
Yeah,
I was trying to remember. Yeah, okay.
He was upset in the earlier round by a freshman.
Yeah.
And,
this is not a good place to be if you're Patrick Kearney. Well, it could be a great place to be, you know, because Bauman could be off, having lost in the semis yesterday. A big disappointment.
He won his first match pretty handily this morning, and so
Yeah, that's the advantage you have. You get that morning match under your belt. It helps too. But Patrick Kearney trails 2-1 here early in the.
We've shown a couple of Patrick matches at the district and stuff like that. So.
On that floor, about 124 for third place.
That's the end of first period.
Kearney trails 2-1.
I not noticed yet, but it's.
He gave the intention.
Seems like it's closer, but it's faster. But the first period in the concerts is 1 minute. Second period is 2-2. Actually, I have 2 Mason wrestlers on the mat right now. Colin Schuster at 120 is wrestling for 7th and 8th place, wrestling the Leary wrestler.
Nicholas Mayer.
Yeah. we'll eventually have a Hamilton Ross wrestler coming up on also for 7th and 8th. So we got them running everywhere. Got our cameramen running everywhere. Almost Kearney.
Yeah, some of the handheld cameramen didn't know that they were going to be in for sprints up and down the arena.
Well, 2-2. There you got both Mason wrestlers on there. Schuster's in. Time of first period, no points. Patrick Kearney on their bottom right. A lot
of these guys are not. You know, they've won a lot of matches in championship rounds. All at once, that 1 minute first period sometimes catches your biological rhythm off. Kearney
fighting it off. Bauman's in on that single, trying to finish.
Still up, still fighting.
I got it.
Out of bounds and a takedown scored.
Yep. 4-2. Patrick Kearney trails. 0-0 with Colin Schuster. His opponent,
Nicholas Mayer
from Elyria. It's kind of interesting. They're both Masons having a lot to do with the team race. Elyria's in 3rd, and Wadsworth in 5th, and we just Middletown wrestled the Brecksville kid. So all the Cincinnati matches have a lot to do with the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th team battle.
So then,
but it's not our teams.
Right.
They're just the opponents.
We just are playing spoiler, hopefully. I wish. At this point, Schuster got tilted and gave up 3 on the back, and now trails. Now trailing 3-0. 55 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, that's a 4-3. So he's still got a shot here. Now he's going to be on top, so Bauman has the opportunity.
Mason coaches were not in agreement with the officials' interpretation of 45 degrees. I think they need to carry a protractor and put it out there, because they were not in agreement with that 45 degree for the points on the tilt. Kearney now trails 4-3. He's in top position, gives the escape. He'd rather wrestle on his feet.
Yep. We also got, what we're showing you in the corner is Eric Peters from Bethel Tate wrestling Dayton Christian. Over here, top right corner of your screen in the red and white.
And Dayton Christian absolutely is in the lead in Division III, and they're closely followed by Delta by only 5.5 points. So they want this match really, really badly. Eric Peters will play a big role in their situation.
All right, let's see if we can update the scores for you. Patrick Kearney trails 7-3 for Mason. His teammate Colin Schuster trails 3-1, and we're at 2-2 with Eric Peters in on the strong double, but Dayton
no
Christian
points
counters.
Yet down there. I'll keep an eye on that Dayton Christian
match.
That's
2-2. All right. Third
Day
period for both the Mason wrestlers.
Michael Day of Dayton Christian just got the takedown after that scramble, and leads 4-2 over Eric Peters. Peters is in Eric Peters in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay, well, hard to get these. We're trying to get these graphics correct, but they move so quickly. Truck's doing a great job trying to give you as much information.
We're just getting the cameras on. It's a major accomplishment.
All right, Patrick Kearney has 15 seconds basically. He's down 3 to get finished 3rd. I think he finished. Did he finish 6th last year?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a placer. I'm not sure
I know
where.
we interviewed last year. He and his teammate. So different teammate, Zach Jonathan. This time it's Kearney and Schuster running side by side here. 3-1. There's a stalling call. Good bottom.
We got 34 seconds in the second period in the
That's the end
Eric
of the match.
Peters match in Division III.
So bottom screen, Patrick Kearney loses 9-4 to defending state champ, returning state champ. Okay, now down at the same screen, number 1, we have Jacoby Ward. No, wrong. Who we got?
Connor Ziegler.
Connor Ziegler. 2 weights ahead of myself here. Connor Ziegler, same
Connor
school.
Ziegler, yeah. He's wrestling Mario Gilliman. And I'm not sure.
I think we have, what do we have? Moeller has 3 placers and Mason has 3 placers. Nobody on the final stand. So,
Oh, Mario Gillen is from Perrysburg.
Moeller has 4 placers.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mason.
Mason has
3.
Kearney, Schuster, and Sims. Do they have anybody else?
Both have 4. Both have 4 placers.
And who else?
Collins, Kearney, Schuster,
Sims and Schuster.
Yeah, 4.
Meanwhile,
But not enough to get on the podium. Mason's
on now,
10th.
number 10.
Yeah. So Moeller's right, probably right off the board, right near there.
Meanwhile, Eric Peters continues to trail. He's down 6-4 with 1:27 in the third period at 120 pounds in Division III. Michael May of Dayton Christian is trying to stay with his teammates and keep the wins going for Dayton Christian. And they're challenged to overcome Delta for the team championship. I guess that's the way it's going to be, guys. When you're having a bad year, you end up being only a spoiler. You know, your team points are your own. That's kind of the interest. That's one of the strong aspects of the sport. You can be there for your team, but you may end up being there just for yourself, and that's pretty important. 8-5. Eric Peters trails Michael May at 120 pounds. That's in the lower right.
It's 1-0.
I'll tell you,
Ziegler trails.
Cox has been so close to takedowns so many times, and his opponent Michael May is really long, tall.
He walked into
there.
that
He
one.
stepped into that takedown pretty good, and he gets the takedown.
Well, he had to take the shot. Had to go for it.
Yep.
Time was running out. So he loses 10-5.
Aaron Cox loses.
No, that's
Mike.
Peters.
That's
That's
Peters.
Peters.
I'm sorry. We'll get
Art
Cox later.
Peters.
Aaron Cox is up right now.
Cox is on 6 here.
We'll
We're
try
going to see
and
if
get
we can
him.
get there.
Yeah. This is Ziegler. 30 seconds left in the second period, trailing 1-0.
Here's a chance for you to throw that. Well, no, it kind of tips it off, doesn't it? Your bleacher butt stumper that you tossed out last night at supper, Greg.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Which 2 schools had the most state placers in the Cincinnati area without a state champion?
And one's in. I'll give part of it away. One's a Division I, and one's a Division II.
And they have a common thread between them.
Yes, they do. So we'll see if everybody figures it out. We sat there dumbfounded.
There we go. Oh. This is Aaron Cox getting back on top.
Now,
Trying to see the score. It's
this
3-2.
match 6. It's 3-2.
That's the only one we've got going right now while we've got injury time.
And Cox is
120-pounder.
leading 3.
From Hamilton Ross.
Or is he? I can't tell which anklet. He only got one anklet, and these guys got their
legs.
I think
he's red
dang.
because they're calling stalling on bottom man.
Ross is red, so he's down 3-2. Yeah. Cox is losing 3-2.
Right. Cox is red? Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is. Finally, I saw it. Connor Ziegler trails 1-0.
Yes, start of the third period. He's down. He needs an escape, and then it gets down to, as we always say, last takedown. You need that takedown. So he needs to get up and out.
Aaron Cox is working to try and get some back points, but he's wrestling Deshaun of Akron Coventry.
He's got some back now. He called a pin. Called a pin for Aaron Cox. Great
Cox
job.
won by a fall.
Yep.
Well, that's one of the things that sure does make the world a lot better.
Right, so 7th place. That's Rich Dunn and Hamilton Ross's, I think that's their 16th state placer in their history.
So we've still got Connor Ziegler of Moeller.
I got another stumper for you. You know, considering state
another
placing.
stumper.
Well,
God, wait a minute. You can't keep piling these stumpers on.
The school, local Cincinnati school, has the most state placers, as we've seen with the success of Moeller in recent years. Is Moeller. And who is second place?
Fairfield.
Would be incorrect. To think about that for you.
D1 or all divisions?
Say that stumper again.
We have Moeller has the most state placers in the Cincinnati Southwest Ohio.
Oh, just flat out.
Placers,
most state placers.
Who's second?
Who's
all
second?
divisions or just
Fairfield.
division ones?
Fairfield. No?
That's what I said.
Well, think about that.
So are they a Division I school?
Yes.
I think Elder or X or...
I don't know. That's tough. There's several of them that could be. If you combine the Lakotas, if you make Lakota like it used to be, a single school.
Yeah.
No?
Now you don't have to do that. Here we are with 47 seconds left. But Dave, you're on the right track.
What? How can you be on the right track when you just said no? It isn't that. That isn't it. It's not like fishing.
Well, yeah, it is. What did you say?
I said Lakota.
Yeah,
if you combined all of them,
it's not.
It's not Lakota, and it's not Fairfield. Well, Tim said X.
I said
Why did
Fairfield.
you combine them?
Huh?
Why did you combine them?
Oh, if you mean Lakota by itself?
No.
Or West?
There you go.
You're really?
I have to drag you into it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That really surprises me.
So what
you got more than Fairfield?
47.
Wow.
I'll
That's
double
hard.
check my results.
You're going to have to check your numbers.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Fairfield.
I think you're right. But I'll check with my Fairfield boys. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Connor Ziegler 1-1. Mario Gillian.
He's got 54 seconds to go.
In Perrysburg. Perrysburg in the team race is fifth, just behind Brecksville. So
Ziegler going to the. Oh, sorry, Dave.
You go ahead.
Oh, be careful there.
Try the drag, and
he might get.
If he can get it, if his hips up, he can get it. He's got 24 seconds.
He gave it up. And he's giving it back.
The drag wasn't a bad idea, actually.
Well, he called out the pain, so it's a 4-point move.
Didn't you say he was he had an ankle problem? I thought we were talking about that last night.
I think so. He said, I called the pin. Got pinned.
Wow.
Yeah, tough way to finish. Yeah, you
Well,
can see it here. He's almost up, and he lifts that leg. And he can't get his hips up high enough. Once he gets his shoulder caught. That's all she wrote.
That's
so who we got now? We got a break for a while here, Dave. I think we hit.
Well, we've got Jacoby Ward yet.
We got a few minutes for him. You know what today is, don't you? Pie Day.
What?
Pie Day. Now, not the pie that you would.
No,
Tim
I
would
know
be
which
thinking
pie
about,
you're talking about. That one that's funny numbered that I never understood in my math class.
31415.
Well, you would know that because of all that crazy engineering stuff. Go to an engineering school, the Boilermakers.
Tim was ordering a piece of apple and a la mode when I said that. And I told him it was a little different. But.
Okay, well, let's see. We've had these matches have been underwritten by a number of people, and with the multiple screens, we can't put the individual weight class sponsors on as they're up there. But let's take a look again at our sponsors. Here's Dr. Steve Daly from UC Health, Southwestern Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association. Bring you those playbacks we'd like to see the referees be able to see once in a while. Kevin Riley from Tri-Health. Keller and Klein Properties. Foster and Motley. Financial fee only operation there. Cincinnati Functional Fitness. Tim is a great believer in that program. And General Advertising Products. Bruce Howland is the president there, and the Cincinnati Sub-Zero is our major sponsor that provides for heating and cooling extremes, and Tim needs sometimes some extreme heating, I'm quite sure. So those are our underwriters. We're waiting here. We're kind of filling a little bit while we're waiting to get Jacoby Ward on the mat.
Well, while you're waiting, let me just update you on my scoreboard stumping.
Okay, we'll do that.
Since Moeller had 56 placers, and Fairfield has 38, and Cincinnati Lakota West had 47.
Wow.
So
where did you dig that out? You wrote that down. You sat back there behind the set.
I just checked on the data.
You were writing it down.
No, I went back and checked my data. But
media guide.
I don't miss that
I see you
stuff.
putting it away. Right.
Well,
okay. Listen, but here, this is important.
That doesn't include Lakota East.
Stop flapping. We got something important to do here.
Oh, okay.
We got to recognize our volunteers. People wonder how 3 guys like us could ever get this job. And you know, there's funny stories that go along with that. The easiest way to do it is to stand outside the truck at about this time of the day at a tournament and find the Tony Suarez standing out there screaming help. And I'm sure that you can get he'll give you our job right away. But anyway, our volunteers, the way to do that is call Waycross Community Media at 825-2429. You can also go to waycrosscommunitymedia.tv, and you can find links there not only to how to volunteer, but links to all of our programs that have been put forth over the time. So we are how soon? Where's Ward?
We're going to take a break this second.
No. Okay, Joey Ward's on deck.
Jacoby.
Joey. God, I'd like to have Joey back. How many times have I done that? I have a. It's an elephant's problem. I can't forget the past. Jacoby Ward is on deck at
138.
138, and he's going to be wrestling
He's got a tough match.
Tough one.
Richie Sheptock.
Screptok. Screptok.
Sheptock.
Screptok. Repeat after me. Screptok.
Screptock. Okay, Screptock.
That's only because Tim's writing was so bad you couldn't read it, Dave. I understand.
Screptock. Yeah, that's the way it's spelled, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oregon Clay.
Returning state champion.
Yeah, and he had lost 4 matches already this year. Well, he's actually lost more than that because he's here, isn't he? But he's tough. Won the Cleveland State District, and many times people insist that the Cleveland State District is the toughest of the districts, although that's an argument that goes back and forth.
This year it's definitely not Southwest.
Mentor.
Mentor, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was updated and told that it's not just Pi Day today, but that we should have celebrated it this morning at 9:26 and 53 seconds. I didn't know that part. So then it would have been 3 points.
How do you celebrate Pi Day?
I guess you have to order a piece of pie. I would. So then it would be 3.141592653. So all those engineers.
Obviously, to all the people that are listening and watching this program, they're all
smart wrestlers out there.
Those guys are really seriously twisted.
Smart
They're
wrestlers.
sitting there talking about pies.
There's, we've got several wrestlers here. 2 of them going to U.S. West Point U.S. Military Academy. Connor Ziegler and Cole Jones. Both. Your phone ring?
We've also got, we've said this before. This has been a really tough year for our part of the state. We have not done well. We didn't wrestle well. We lost again. We were losing matches that were winnable matches with 2 and 3 seconds left, where the opponent just stuck with it harder than we did.
Well, last year we had such, especially in the upper weights, we had a lot of state finalists, a lot of state high-level placers, and they were a lot of seniors involved with that.
Oh, yeah.
So, not that it holds down the level of talent, but it's a little tougher, to replace, 5 guys that were in the finals.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than reloading. I think that it's a restructuring of the thought process. I think that maybe we got too complacent because we were having that success. But I think that it's important for people to remember that these kids, regardless of what the outcome of their wrestling matches, they've all been champions out here because they've been dealing with things that not very many kids these days have to deal with, and they've been dealing with them pretty darn well. They have to provide all that. They have to develop self-discipline, and they have to learn to accept defeat and yet how to come back from defeat. And that's going to be one of the big lessons that many of these young men are going to have to address over the next months before next season.
And we're seeing that,
backwards.
especially in this round here, we're seeing that disappointment. But, we've had some coaches retire in the last couple of years, new coaches taking over. Just like we did at the Coaches Classic, we had Jeff Geyer, Dick McCoy, and Ron Masonic. So that takes a lot of coaching experience, and the new guys come in, and maybe they got a little different style, and it takes a year to adjust.
That represented over 140 years, 135 years of wrestling knowledge when those guys retired.
Well, we're going to be a little late here because the match that we're holding for on deck is delayed. This match is the we don't know
matches that are being wrestled that are on your screen right now.
Jacoby Ward will be following this match. That's why we're watching it.
Yeah, 1 minute to go.
Let's see who this is. Looks like Maslon Perry, maybe. It's probably a 132-pound match. Let's see what the brackets say.
No, there's another.
It's definitely Maslon Perry. So they're 5.5 points out of second place.
Yeah, it looks like Jason Spencer and James Wimmer.
Maslon Perry's coach.
Let's take a
Dave Briggs was put in the Hall of Fame or National Hall of Fame, and I think he has 5 state runner-ups. And this would be number 6 if he could get it, along with the 1 title. So,
looks like Spencer from Perry is down 5-1. So,
right.
28 seconds left.
This isn't helping him.
Get a look at Jacoby Ward.
Let's take a look at the team scoreboard here while we're waiting for Jacoby to come on the mat in Division 3. Dayton Christian leads with 140.5 points over Delta with 134.5. So that's obviously a highly contestable championship there. Edison is 3rd in Division 3 with 60. So you take Dayton Christian and Delta out, and all at once the whole tournament is a much different place. Mechanicsburg is 4th, Genoa Area Schools is 5th, and you go on down. In Division 2, let's look at number 2 first. That's now your eyes, Greg. Toledo Central Catholic.
Right. Yeah, and then Lexington's 3rd. But 218.5 to 82, nothing to worry about.
Didn't
there.
we just get a printout with the team scores on?
And then we've got after Bellbrook local, and then Division 1, St. Ed's 103.5. Illyria's 82, and Maslon Perry's 76.5. And then Brecksville at 66 and Wadsworth at 64. So all the Northeast schools are kind of dominating this year.
Yeah, absolutely dominating. This Division 2 thing is
all right.
Really immense.
We've got Joey Ward or Jacoby Ward up. You got me doing it, Dave. Ward in the gray and light blue.
That's the new look.
Yeah. Again, 1 minute first period.
Boy, I'm surprised they
look. Now they all do that scrambling, which is kind of prevalent at the college level.
Yeah.
It's kind of trickled its way down to the high school level. Ward needs to watch himself there. Okay, he just gave up the 2.
Gave up, lost the 2.
15 seconds. Got his hips low. Yes.
Junior Jason Sadler from Loudonville. Senior Colton Ullman.
Scrap Talk leads 2-0 with 5 seconds to go in the first. Scrap Talk's his cousin won it last year, right? Or he both 2 years ago, and he won it last year, something like that.
I'm sorry? Say it again?
Didn't he have a cousin at Walsh Jesuit that won it also?
Yeah. Chaz Gresham.
No, I'm talking about Scrap Talk has a cousin. Yeah. Jacoby Ward's half-brother, Chaz Gresham. His stepbrother won that several years ago, and his brother Joey won it. So state championships run in the families of these two wrestlers. Okay, a little early start. With so many whistles here, a lot of times you can break, you'll hear the whistle on the next mat over, kind of just flinch or react, and don't necessarily get a caution. Ward riding tough. This is where Ward is, this is his whole game. Being tilting, riding, control, strong on the head, trying to keep the other wrestler to the mat. Skruptak coming to his feet.
Ward cuts him.
Yeah. 3-1. At this point of the season, everybody's scouted everybody. They know what your weaknesses, not too many weaknesses, but certainly know the strengths.
And that's one of the things that folks that are watching this show may notice. You see listed very closely with this the matches from the Hamilton Sectional and the Kettering Fairmont District. One of the reasons that they're packed in here at this time, they weren't
good
shown
take.
earlier.
He's got the takedown. And he's
he
got
may
him
get
to his back.
points.
Yep.
No.
That's where.
But he's good at those tilts. So 3-3. Jacoby Ward for Mario Gillen.
And Skruptak is not just a state champion. He's a 7th, a 4th, a 1st, and now he's back down to wrestling for 3rd and 4th. He'll be a 4-time placer.
That's a big load to carry, be a state champion, isn't it? Some kids can do it well, and others can't do it well at all. But there's such a tiny little bit between a state champion and a 4th place finisher.
Well, this is, like as Tim said, just think, for 5th and 6th, he's already been a 1st and a 4th.
Right.
And now he's back wrestling for 5th and 6th. So both of these guys were 1st and 4th last year. And they've, regress isn't the right word, but they've been passed by.
Right.
Now they're up 1 weight, but 3-3. Starting the 3rd period, Jacoby Ward's in good position here. Gets his escape.
There was a really good article in the Columbus Dispatch yesterday about the big jump between high school and college in wrestling. And I thought that it was a very well timed article.
It was in a newspaper?
Yeah, it's in the newspaper. You can get it on Columbus Dispatch.
Was it in a Cincinnati newspaper?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Columbus paper. No, he wouldn't be in the Cincinnati.
I haven't seen too many articles in the Cincinnati newspaper about wrestling.
They can't even get agate typed small enough to put the results in.
Minute and a half. Ward's got it. Doesn't have to get out too early. Like in high school, there is no such thing as running time, whereas college, there is. So it's important to get out in a hurry. Here, high school, you get out with 10 seconds to go, you still win the match.
Yeah.
And then you don't give the opportunity to be taken down by the opponent.
1:07 left in the 3rd period. The Ward-Gillen 5th place match.
And Skruptak doesn't seem to think that he wants to be on his feet. He's just kind of trying to ride tough. Looking for that far tricep. Trying to take the head to the knee. He's walking.
Skruptak's on his knees. He's not,
he's locking that up. He's got the cradle locked, which is not good. Ward broke it loose.
To his feet finally.
Yeah.
Now get free.
Hand fighting. Going to get his one.
Ward's got the escape for 30 seconds.
All right.
Schleptak is now in a really must-do situation, and Ward is in the position where
he's got that 2-on-1.
Got to really be He's got to have good defense now.
He seems to.
It's that front
headlock.
Where
he got
he's going to that
down last time. Oh no! 5 seconds to go.
Takedown with 5 seconds.
Got his head down. Was head down. Got control on the head. And,
well, he goes out there. He tries to pick up that cradle and then drives the head down and sweeps in and takes the leg. The Jacoby Ward ends up 6th.
Richie Skruptak 5th.
And the former state champion Richie Skruptak from Oregon Clay finishes 5th.
At least you don't have to say that anymore. All right, we're going to go to a break right now till we get up to a little higher weight classes. So we'll be back shortly from Schottenstein, Ohio State Wrestling.
Hi, I'm John Havlicek. Everybody knows about my basketball career with the Buckeyes and Celtics. But in high school, I became a better basketball player by also playing football and baseball. Physically, multi-sport athletes develop better overall skills and avoid overuse of one muscle group. Mentally, they become better competitors and better in handling pressure situations. So I encourage all young athletes to play as many sports as possible.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Coverage of OHSAA Wrestling on Waycross Sports, underwritten by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Dr. Stephen Daly, Dr. Kevin Riley, Keller & Klein Incorporated, Foster & Motley Financial Consultants, Cincinnati Functional Fitness, General Advertising Products, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, and Tim Cunningham.
Okay, and we're coming back here. Things are rocking and rolling in the Value City Arena still. We're now taking you to a 160-pound match in Division 3 with Austin Seaman
and Caleb Stockmaster.
And from Cincinnati Deer Park. Austin's senior, been here before. He was a 7th place finisher last year. He's wrestling for 7th, 8th. I think he's going to DQ right now.
We saw him go out in a wheelchair last night. So
yeah, I'm kind of surprised he even got here.
Yeah, I think that's it. He's told us he was going to try, but you know.
Said he heard it in his quarters match. He was winning in his quarters and felt it pop. And then last night it went even more. So I was actually surprised to see him out there even wrestling.
Yeah,
weren't you, Greg?
Yeah, I didn't. I was really surprised.
Yeah,
he looks like he's going to keep trying. I guess he just doesn't want his last match of his career.
Well, he said he wants to finish higher than he did last year, which was 7th. So I'll see if the trainers let him. I think if he stops it again, the trainer's going to stop it. He's already gingerly working on the legs. Russell's got the leg in it. Lucky for him on the other side, to be honest with you.
There he's going to it. I wonder how long it would take for him to go for the leg. I think Austin might be happy to get ridden out right here and just keep the match as close as he can and try to win it at the end.
Yeah, the only thing he can do, he can't ride because he can't put pressure on that knee. I had a guy up here that blew a knee in his senior year, and he absolutely refused to not take the opportunity. He thought he could. Randy Kent, and he couldn't bend the knee, couldn't straighten the knee. It was kind of an ugly situation. It's Caleb Stockmaster of Castilla Margarita that is wrestling Seaman.
He was trying to come to his feet. See if he can put any weight on it there.
Yeah, he tried to, and his knee buckled a little there.
Oh, now we're going to a splits.
Like I said, I think he'll be happy to just.
He wants to finish the match.
Try to get on his feet and take one last shot at it here.
This is his 3rd appearance here. Placed last year, was up here 2 years ago.
I think he's going to maybe take neutral here and just see if he can take one shot at it here. He's down 3-2. See if he can take him down right, but he's sure walking pretty gingerly on it. So
I'm quite sure what's happened, because this isn't just something that's a decision that's reached by the athlete, or certainly not the coach. This is something that's
trainer came out there and talked
with the
to
trainers and the doctors.
He did talk to him.
They've got doctors Well, we know 2 of the doctors. I know 3 of the doctors that are in the arena now, and these are true sports medicine specialists, and they're not going to let the kid do irreparable damage. If he's blown a knee, chances are he isn't going to do any more damage to it than he's already done to it.
If it's a cartilage thing, it's just partial tear or whatever, but who knows?
Well, I can remember blowing mine the first time, and that was the story I got from the orthopedist. He said, go ahead and just get it fixed later. And of course, I wasn't wrestling.
Yeah.
But that's, there's only so much you can do or you got to do.
He's trailing 5-2 right now.
I'd like to see him just get the time shot done and at least know he finished his last match, didn't go out with the default.
I think Stockmaster has displayed a great deal of sportsmanship here. He's been in a situation a couple times where he really wanted to reach over.
Siemens reversed it.
So much for that. There's the back point. Now he's winning.
Sportsmanship doesn't count now, boy.
Bet he doesn't wish he was a good sport now, huh, Dave?
I hope that.
Stick him, Austin.
You think Austin was sandbagging him?
So he's going to be up 7-5 here. Stay on the edge there and try to kill as much time as he can. See what Austin can do to ride him here.
Stockmaster may not be so generous. Next time he has a chance to take that ankle.
I think right there you see a kid on one leg. You just see how much strength he had right there to get that done. Austin's a strong kid. He can kill some time here even if he gives up one. He's still okay.
He put the leg in. That's pretty amazing.
It's just 1, not 2 here is all we need. Down to 15.
Using a bit of a crab ride even.
No. Be careful here.
1, not 2.
You got to get his hips back. Got to get the hips back
right now.
We're under 5. He's going to do it. Wow. Pretty gutsy.
2 7th-place finishes.
Wow.
On one leg.
Wow.
Returning.
I'm sure there's some surgery coming after the season here.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty gutsy right there. All right, guys, we're going to be waiting now on Brent Bryant from Moeller. He's on deck on mat 2. Did he just go down?
Yeah, he tripped over the official's foot.
Wow.
All right, so what do we have next, Tim?
Well, we're waiting. This is a match here. Brent Bryant from Moeller comes up.
Yep.
So this is the mat he's going to be on. We're down to the minute 18 left in this match. So let's try to figure out who this is. Match 158.
Match 158.
So people have they've got like a minute and a half to go to the refrigerator and get a drink and get back.
They do, yeah.
So you don't have to listen to us, but.
Looks like Brad Carroll of Kettering Fairmont and Nick Nostestein of Pickerington North. This is one of the Brad Carroll, I think, is out of our district,
yep.
right, guys?
We showed him. I think he wrestled in, what did he finish then?
Let's look it up real quick here.
I thought we'd had his match.
158.
He came out second last week as a senior. That's 41-5.
We saw him in the finals.
He lost to Nick DiAgostino from Mason.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember the match. And in fact, he was the #1 seed there because DiAgostino came out after beating 3 sectional champs.
He's in the green anklet. He's got the solid singlet on, so he's losing 2-1 at this point. Good shot. The wrestler's right on the edge, knowing this short time.
17 seconds. Got to get it going here.
Hard to do when guys are ready to back up and run, isn't it, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
There's the warning.
Yeah,
that's
warning with 10 seconds.
10 seconds left. So
in both of our times, really.
Down to 7 now. I can't see. He's got Dick Roach doing the match, but I can't see him hitting him for stalling. Unless it's pretty blatant in the last 7 seconds. And there he goes.
You definitely have to run to get it now.
Good job tying the arm up. Oh,
whoa!
Gave it a shot.
That was close.
Brad Carroll of Fairmont will take a 6th place finish. Now we should come up to Moeller's Brent Bryant. And he is going to have Garrett Poling from Massillon Jackson.
You got the light gray singlets out again.
Only a sophomore, and he's up in the state here wrestling for a top 6 place. That's pretty good.
Lost a close one earlier.
Just lost a couple of scrambles there in the semis that he had a real shot at winning.
Poling, well, Bryant's in good lift position. And boy, that was a nice counter to the.
Yeah, not a good return.
That was.
Yeah, he got a little anxious because he hadn't got him up the first 2 times.
He rushed the doggone thing. How many times have we seen guys rushing those?
I think he took his time the first 2 times and didn't get it, and then he just 3rd time like kind of.
Well, Poling is he was 4th out of the Mentor district, and 33-11 on the season. So Bryant should be in this match. This is not one of these things where he's going against a defending state champion or runner-up. Right here, he's got to get Poling off his back. And there, Bryant's out.
What are you missing here, guys? You know, in the book.
2 on the back and an escape. Man,
you know, honestly, though, guys, in the book, it looks like the 4th place finisher was Anthony Lagna of Brecksville. And they always print this book before any corrections, and then they come back up and Poling comes in. I wonder if Poling was an alternate, that made his way in here, and now going to state placer.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't make it out here
originally.
So he's a
came in as replace a scratch, so
replace the Brecksville kid.
Thought his season was over, and it wasn't.
I don't think Brian's out of here. He did a nice job to get in good position for the first takedown. He just didn't do a very good mat return.
Didn't finish it, yeah. Didn't finish it cleanly.
I think this is nothing but great experience for a sophomore to just get up here at this level.
Used to always tell my guys that
he's getting stretched out here, but he's turning him over.
If you want to be a state placer, if you really wanted to be effective, if you had when you have those dreams of what you wanted to achieve, you need to be here early.
Oh boy. All right, we're splitting the screen count, guys. Now we've got Jordan Paul from Loveland going to be up in the upper left.
He's at 170.
And he's wrestling for 7th and 8th right now against Clayton Ray of Grove City Central Crossing.
Continues Loveland's string of having state placers here the last 4 years, I guess it is.
They graduated a lot of really outstanding seniors last year as well.
Michael Weber.
Gunnar Lay.
Bryant still.
Andrew Alton. That was a pretty good crew there.
Paul with the shot there, maybe a little far out. Brent Bryant, in the meantime, has kind of worked his way back into the match. It's 4-3.
But he's
got to get your hips up.
He's giving it back.
He's a scrambler, though. He doesn't give up easy.
You got to pull the leg in now.
I think he's got the strength on the senior here.
Yeah.
So 6-3 with 35 seconds to go. Second period.
Brett Bryant trails here, 6-3.
He's got his hips over this time.
He's got 25 seconds to work this. It would sure be good to get 2 here and put himself in the match. Without it, he's in trouble.
15 seconds. Second period. Bryant trails 6-3. Oh, nice move by Paul.
Jordan Paul. There's
Should be getting back points and takedown. Reversal. There's your back points. He was already on top.
Out of bounds. 2 on the back, 2 on the takedown.
No, he already had. It was second period.
Oh, second period. That's right. Yeah. Chris Switzer, Loveland's coach, wanted to check on
he's only
this.
getting 2. Boy, Bryant keeps throwing his legs in, but his hips are dropping too low.
Got to give him an A for effort, though, don't you?
Yeah.
He's working it. Gonna try to just tilt him there and hold him and get some back points, but
he just
loses his hips.
Yeah,
I think he'll get better at that in the next 2 years as he gets a little stronger.
Division 2, 182 pounds.
8-3, trailing 8-3 at this point. Minute and 15 to go.
Jordan Paul is being administered to here on the sideline. He has a bit of a blood issue out of just up by his eyebrow, and they've just covered that up, put some tape around his head.
Bryant's in a little bit of trouble here, getting back points. Got tilted over there. 3-point. Still got the hands locked, so the official hasn't awarded the points yet, but it'll be, there it is, 3 points. Comes 11 to 3, 35 seconds to go.
Jordan Paul got it. Gave up the reversal.
Yeah, 2-2. I do that little whip over. Got to get your 1 there. Get that point out of there. There you go. Yeah, Bryant got tilted again for 3 more. That makes it 14-3.
6 seconds left. That one's over.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go. Jordan Paul.
Jordan Paul is working hard over here.
You got to keep those hips up. So.
2.
Brought the shoulder backwards, so it's 4-2. 10 seconds to go. Stopped it. Potentially dangerous. Central Crossing, I thought was going to do pretty good this year. They had like 5 kids that were projected to be in the potential finalists, and they just didn't get it done. They were up there for a while, but they all got knocked down a little bit.
The freshman going though, right? 1-3 or 1-6?
Yeah.
To beat Noah Bauman, the returning state champ. So.
The teacher and the other 4 didn't. The freshman did, but the rest of them didn't get it done. So you see how he brings that toward the head. That's where you stop it.
It's the forward motion. Been there. I dislocated my shoulder that way. That's an unnatural movement.
Well, you're the coach. You should tell him to stop.
I didn't do it, coaching. We won't talk about how I did do it.
All right, here we go. 4-2. Jordan Paul's leading, and he's taking down.
He's going to take down. I think he really is confident in his ability to get it out or get a reversal. He did it pretty well before.
Yeah.
Hope he can do it again. Posted out really well here, trying to get his hips squared around. And he had Ray's hip down.
As soon as he raises his hands up, they'll stop it.
Yep. Has a potentially dangerous position to both wrestlers, actually.
Wrestling now on mat number 2, about 176 for 5th place, Division 1, 170 pounds, from Hilliard Bradley.
Rose City Central Crossing. This is down the road for him.
That could be back points. You better be careful.
He does.
Oh, he's giving up back points.
That's got to be counting. Got a 2 count. That's going to tie it up.
Yeah.
He's not holding his fingers out there. We'll see if he's giving it to him or not.
They got a reversal.
There
They gave him 2.
Boy,
But they got the
geez.
reversal, so it's 6-4. Paul's still up by 2.
Wow. I think Paul might have gotten
Now-
choked a little bit there.
Paul is
He's bleeding.
said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That hurt. I'm sure he did. Here you can see it again. He gets him up there and gets into that surfboard position.
He's choking
Well,
him here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Twisting his neck pretty
that arm's
good.
up on the throat. I don't understand that.
Bet Mom's not up in the stands loving that. Good job to get the reversal, though.
Came out.
There he is.
Well, there's a minute 16 seconds left for 5th place, right?
Get to the ankle. Another situation here where you just didn't give him 1, not 2. Uh-oh. Belly down, belly down. There we go.
He almost gave him
Don't want to
4.
give him the back
Yeah.
points. Escape and win it for you here, so.
6-6.
48 seconds.
Neither one of them rode those hips too well. Falling, stalling on top man, which is
I'm not sure how.
Jordan Paul.
He's going to
Seems
go
so
ahead on his
interesting.
feet and try to take him down.
I think the referees are getting tired too. 'Cause
He gave him the escape. He gave him the point. He said he can take him down. That'd be Ray.
he's in on the
He
leg. and
did.
No takedown yet.
Ooh,
Boy, he had it.
well, he was awful close.
Paul's still got his whizzer in, but he's picking up. That ankle's picked up. Uh-oh.
Just
Paul's
slow.
got to
Now
get
he's
the
in
1
trouble.
here.
Now he's in trouble.
He's looking for a stick here. Looking for a defensive pin, but he's going to get back points if he's not careful. Got 10 seconds. There's the back points.
No, that
Nope,
was
they
only
caught it
one.
off.
But can he stay there for 3? Can he get to 1? Can
He's
he
got to
come
get
on?
his arm
Can he
through.
get it?
That's time.
He's 5 seconds away from getting that.
Yeah.
Well, doggone it, he had a good chance to win that match. That's tough. Nobody, it used to be guys would blow off these last place matches, whether they were the old 5th place match or when they started this out. Guys retired. They just said, who cares? I can remember lots and lots and lots of times 5th place matches were never wrestled, and now everybody fights right down to the end.
Well, you get more team points. You get placement points. It matters for a lot of
Getting a
races.
little replay here.
Yeah, he was so
He
close.
was very, very. Another 5 seconds. I think he gets the reversal. Guys, we got. We're gonna wait on mat number 1, Collins from Mason. He's on deck here, but we don't even have a 3rd place finisher yet. We got one guy in the finals, and I think Jekyll took a 4th. Who else even came in 4th? Kearney got a 4th.
Yes.
Peters got a 4th. Ziegler got a 4th. So we don't even have a 3rd place finisher yet. So Collins and Traub going to be our last hopes to at least take a 3rd.
Well, Jackson.
Jackson's 5'6", I think,
Oh,
or
he's
7'8".
7'8".
Yeah, he's 7'8".
Yeah, Meyer. So
Yeah.
I think, to be honest with you, both of them have a good shot. Traub's looked very good. See if his dad's got him ready. Father John.
What do we got? We're on deck on let's see, Traub's on deck.
Collins is on deck.
Yeah, Collins is on deck. It's 84. That was 83. Well, we got minute 45 in the.
Well, you mentioned our crew yet, Dave?
I'm sorry?
Guys in the back have been working hard. Tony
Yeah,
Suarez.
let's take a. That's a good idea, Greg. Thank you.
Guys in the background.
crew,
Yeah.
the guys that make this whole thing work, we just sit up here and jabber. Well, Tim works. Greg and I sit and jabber. That's all we do. Greg makes more sense than I do because he comes up with these cockamamie ideas, though. These
Well,
we never
well,
did talk.
Here's
we never
the
did.
answer.
I can't find my paper.
Here's the answer
I
to
was gonna
the
say.
2 schools.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it as the wrestler went from their 15th state placer to their 16th placer. Their Division II school was Hamilton Ross. And with 16 state placers, and for Division I, the school in Cincinnati with the most state placers without a champion it's right up the street, Hamilton.
Yeah, you kind of tipped that off, I think. Actually, you didn't give us that much help yesterday. When we were having supper, you kept this whole thing really secret. Just 2 teams, most placers with no state champions.
4 miles apart, 5 miles.
Yeah.
Crow flies even less.
I'll tell you.
You didn't get it, though, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No,
I'm sure some of our listeners got it.
We gave up. Oh, I never win yours. Tim gets them, but even Tim was sitting there looking at you like, I think you're putting us on here. I don't think you can answer that.
He probably made it up,
There
Dave.
is no answer. Yeah.
I really think he makes them up.
I
Some
agree.
of them he makes up, I'm sure.
Makes
he does.
him sound smart.
He makes the answers up anyway. Okay, here, I want to just, before we get our scroll, will take place later at the end of the show and everything, but let's give credit where credit is due. Back running our graphics and trying to keep things together in the truck from that standpoint is Jonathan Palmer, who's been with Waycross since 2000 when he was a freshman in high school. And he now is employed by WLW Channel 5 and is one of the very prolific volunteers at Waycross on top of it. Alex Hoppel is directing this madhouse. I guess you can say directing. Nobody really directs it in the end. Alex started working with Waycross in 1999. Took a break with to serve in the U.S. Marines in Iraq. And fortunately came back and now rides herd on the guys in the truck and the guys on the cameras, one of whom is Kent Lips, who came with his church group to produce programs back in 2012. And he's now, I think, kind of addicted to covering wrestling. Dave Jacobson is running one of the up cameras for us today. Dave was the captain of our wrestling team back in the 80s when Craig Keller, who is running one of our floor cams, one of our handheld cameras, when he was state champion, as a matter of fact. And Dave has been the voice of Wildcat Wrestling as long as, well, until Wildcat Wrestling ceased to exist. And then there's the guy who does it all. He drives the van, he pulls the cable, he yells at us, and manages to keep his composure most of the time. That's Tony Suarez, who started back in '84. And he started covering wrestling at the Wright State when we were at the Nutter Center, and has been repeating again and again and again that this is a great sport. And he really understands the sport. He put together one of the most interesting introductions to scoring in wrestling I've ever seen, and we haven't had that in years. Probably ought to drag that out and maybe adjust it and toss in things like overtime rules and things like that, maybe, Tony. I mean, in all your free time, you ought to be able to do that. Goodness. But those are the, and then there's Tim and Greg and me and Sue down at the end down there gathers, well, she's in charge of our food supply. which generally at the tournament revolves around M&Ms and a few other snack items, but also handles some of our statistics as well.
Well, we're in live action with Jordan Collins from Mason. It's 2-0, second period. He trails. Gave that takedown up earlier while you were watching, while Dave was listening to volunteers. We're wrestling for, what are we wrestling for? Fifth,
third and fourth here.
We need,
it's our one shot at a 3.
Yep, our last chance. Well, not our last, because we have Gary Traub next, but he needs to get it. It's down 3-0. Forehead to forehead there. His opponent Hines from.
That's what I'm.
He finished third. Hilliard Davidson, a Westerville North kid. He's a senior, 40-3. Just took down Collins 5-0. Collins kind of grown into this weight. We discussed earlier. He started varsity career at like 120.
Wrestling on mat number 6, about 189. Division II, 182-pound weight class for 7th place. From Warren Howland, senior, Jordan Radich. From Springfield Shawnee, senior, Luke Matthews.
Yeah, we're waiting on a Sims versus Meyer match, but I don't see it on the board. 203 is the number. We've only got on-deck wrestlers left, and I don't see them out there, so I wonder if we're going to get a...
what are you looking for?
Sims and Myers, the 220.
The 220?
Mason versus Moeller. It's supposed to be bout number 203, but I don't see it on the board. We might have a forfeit coming, our default.
Did the Jackson match show up?
Not yet.
195?
It's on mat 3. It's right here in front of us.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's right in front of us. Jackson.
No, it's on deck. It's on deck on 6. 198.
Okay, that's
wait.
It's a 195 match.
195 weight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Had the wrong.
Sorry.
Let's shift papers around again.
So Collins is down 5-0. He's going to choose neutral.
Well, he hasn't done anything underneath, so he's got to get points. But the big guys, the throw can change it really quickly. We're going to stay on this mat. After this, Gary Traub from Sycamore will step on it the next weight, 195. So I'll tell you what, these guys they're big 182s, relatively speaking, it seems.
Right. I agree.
Oh, well, they're out of bounds.
We call them neutral, no takedown.
They're still going at it hard. Look at this, a nice little ankle pick there, just as he sits out of bounds before he gets control, so he's out. Good move by Collins to keep scrambling, keep wrestling. Minute and 20.
Oh yeah, there's Nick Jackson. Norwood is on deck now on mat 6.
Oh, nice treetop.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's in the top of a cypress. That's up there.
That was a pretty severe lift there of the leg.
Yeah.
So Collins down 7-0 here. So Gary Traub right up after him is going to be our last shot at a number 3. That tells you how good a year Jonathan Jones is having. Cole's the only guy going for a 1-2, and we don't even have a 3. So Kind of separated himself from the pack, didn't he?
Yes.
Senior Michael Puckett from sophomore Reese Cuban. Mat
7-1 with 11 seconds to go. Just try and make a throw here. Not much else you can do. Yep. Tried.
What he tried.
May come out the back. Yep.
So we're going to have, we found our
203 suddenly
220
appeared.
pounder.
Sims and Meyer.
All right, so
That's 203. Oh, yeah.
So Jordan Collins from Mason with a great senior year, 4th place in the state.
kind of a dark horse. Nobody talked about him beginning of the year. He just kind of did work and like work all year and just got where he needed to go. 4th place is no insult. Okay, our next, we're coming up straight to this match. Gary Traub from Sycamore. In the chair is his dad, John, former Sycamore wrestler himself. Big John, strongest heavyweight I know.
He's going to have a kid out of Lorraine, Isaiah. Not sure on the last name.
No, where's that?
The kid from Lorraine, Isaiah. It's like Markheim, maybe?
Markheim. Yeah, Markheim. Isaiah
He
Markheim.
is a returning state finalist in Division II. Came in 2nd last year, D2. Let's see who he wrestled for.
Is he 82 or is he 195?
He says, let's see, D2 195.
That's that you're looking for Nick Jackson?
I know,
Yeah.
Isaiah.
Traub tried to pull him. Wow.
Was in 2013, he was a state runner-up.
Right. Yeah.
So 2 years ago, as a sophomore, he made the finals and then didn't place last year. I wonder if he was hurt.
This is going to be interesting. What the heck they got for the score?
Got to be 2-1.
No, it's 4-1. He gave him 2 back points on
There we go.
Yeah.
Gary Traub will take down.
Tried to get a little too aggressive on that one.
Looks like we're about to head on the mat on the
At 6.
Jackson from Norwood's about to step on. And Sims and Meyer are out and in the warm-up spots there, so that match will happen.
Oh, nice throw. You see that loading up, too.
Gave him the 2.
Yeah.
I watched the kid earlier in the tournament. He does love to throw.
Well, Gary Traub kind of does, too, but
Yeah,
that's a problem. It's hard to throw with somebody's going to get burned on that, because they both lock up 6-3.
Okay, so Jackson from Norwood is up. He's on the bottom right part of the screen. He's in the all red. Have the red singlet tied at 0 here, just 20 seconds left in the first.
He's wrestling Troy. That's Jackson's wrestling Troy Bannister of Waseon. That's a Northwest District area. They're on the they're number 6 right now on the leaderboard. I'm gonna say it's been a long time since we've seen a Norwood wrestler here.
Yeah. They've gotten better the last few years. It's a progress. It's a process,
Right.
You have to have the younger. You got
Kid's tough, isn't he?
Yeah. He's still trying to.
Not getting the 2, though.
Yep. Traub's got to pick it up here. Actually, that's what he needs to do. Pick up the
Back in
pace.
the match here.
Yeah.
Trails by 3.
It's It's 2.5 minutes to go. He's got to, can't just muscle. He's got to move, 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 make the other wrestler move.
Nick Jackson has gone into the second period now. Still no score in that match. At 195 pounds in Division II.
I really thought if he'd have pushed a little more, he could have got that stall warning, but he kind of let the pressure off Traub. I mean, this guy is backing up, and he's just got to keep pushing him back.
Well, he's pretty close to that takedown there. In college, they call that right away as soon as the hand hits. So he seems to be kind of having the motor here to keep in this match.
Right.
We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to go both up. He didn't want to
Lorraine.
I may be completely wrong, but Margheim looks like he's blowing hard.
Yeah, Traub seems like he's got the motor to maybe make a match out of this.
Yeah, because Traub keeps coming at you. He keeps coming at you.
See, that's what he's got to do. He's got to push him out of bounds. Get that red fist up in the air.
That's right.
Look at him.
Watch out, this is where he likes to be.
Yeah. See, instead, look who got called for stalling.
39 seconds. Nick Jackson. Tony Bannister match.
Interesting position here with the Traub match.
Force that head and step over.
Now Bannister,
he's got to force that head. He's got to lift that leg up like that. Just couldn't hold it.
Stay on their feet there.
Good idea.
Amazing. Jackson rode for a minute and 50 seconds.
And then gave it up.
The escape.
Yeah, we lost the video over there. So.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. It looks, it's coming back though.
So they go into the third period at the Division II 195-pound match for
we've got
7th place.
Mason versus Myers versus Moeller. Mason.
Something like that.
Mason
Moeller. Myers Sims. There we go. A lot of M's in there.
Mason's done everything they could this year.
Almost got it.
Wow.
They've done everything they could this year, and it won their sectionals, won the district, and Moeller shows that it's not ready to kneel yet.
Traub's going to lock that up right now. Yep, that's what he's going to do.
Got to go ahead and try it. Just step through and go for it. Just step that right leg through and try it.
Kid's sitting
down
back.
to 18. Just step through and try it, Gary.
He can't get him to push in.
That's it. He's got to try it. He got
enough.
2, but not enough. He needed the back points with it. He had to try it, though. It was a great effort.
Right.
It's 1-1 down here with Nick Jackson and Tony Bannister.
Went out fighting, gave it all he's got.
Great effort.
Yep.
Only junior. He's back next year.
He threw when he had to throw.
All right, now we got so that
Meyer
takes care of the bottom.
And Sims up on 2, tied at 0.
Here we go.
That's that
Sims
match on the
top.
screen now.
Right. Sims in the white, Meyer in the gray.
Jackson still tied at 1.
I like to see these big boys throwing. They're going all over the mats around here.
And we split them up. We got Jackson down in the last 20 seconds, still tied at 1. Looking to maybe go overtime. They go out of bounds with no takedown.
Wrestling next on mat number 1, Division I 285 pounds. For 5th place from Arbor Heights Valley Ford, senior Aaron
16 seconds
Jack Muller,
remain in that
junior
match.
His goal is to
1-1.
play college football. He was 2nd at SWOCA, 2nd at league, 1st at sectionals, 3rd at district.
All to some kid named Cole Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah. 5th at Ironman, 7th at Power 8. He's had some success this year.
Sure.
37 and 8.
Here they go, and Jackson's in overtime, first period. First points scored here, win.
In the first period.
Yeah, in the first period.
And then if not, then they go 2 30-second periods. So.
And if that doesn't do it, then you go to a sudden victory. Ride out. You know, neither of these two wrestlers, neither Hunter nor Bannister, has had what I would count as a significant shot. They've tied up ear to ear, head to head,
yeah,
for the whole time. And there, Bannister got in a decent shot, and Jackson tried to spin without much success.
We're winding down here. These are the last matches. We got 8 matches left. They're all being contested right now, and then we'll be done for a number of hours till we get to the finals, which we won't be doing. So this is the end of our broadcast, wrapping up here shortly, Dave. Another year, another exciting tournament.
Not our best performance, no question.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Saw some good matches, just didn't get the results we were looking for. 20 seconds here left in the second period between Meyer and Sims. I think the best we can hope for is a 10th place finish team-wise, whether it be Mason or Moore.
Jackson's still down here in overtime. I think he's in the bottom position getting rode. He needs to get his one. He's got 8 seconds left. Drops to the other kid, drops to the single. Pushes him out of bounds. Technical violation. They're going to give Jackson the 1 for pushing him out of bounds. Good call. I like that call.
That was.
I mean, he clearly just took him right out of bounds.
When Bannister pushing Jackson out of bounds. Yeah.
So Jackson gets the 1. Boy, now he's got 3 seconds left. If he could escape real quick, he'd win the match there, I think.
Really just got to ride the kid. Question is, how fast can he ride? Meyer on top. Had that 1 point escape in the second period, and he's got to kind of, if he can ride, he can win.
Okay,
Meyer.
Jackson will go end of the second overtime period, so he'll get this chance on top.
Overtime. Yeah, third period.
This is the third one, yeah.
So. Got to ride him for 30 seconds. And Jack Meyer's got to ride Sims for 1 minute and 3. So, and if they both do, they both win.
Jackson drops down to the single.
Bannister's up.
He gets his 1.
He's got his 1.
Could see more wrestling.
2-2.
Yep.
Wrestling on mat number 3, bout 202, Division 1, 220 pounds for 3rd place from Worthington Kilgore, senior James Ford, from Langley St. Edward, senior Parker Knapp.
Meyer bleeding again over there, is he? Is that a nosebleed or is it a cut? What is it?
Can't tell from my angle.
Wrestling on mat number 9 at this time.
So what do we got down there, Dave? 30 seconds to go, huh?
Yeah, I think we're in.
Final tiebreaker.
Jackson's
we're in the ultimate tiebreaker.
Jackson's going to have to ride him.
He didn't do a very good job last time. So.
If Jackson rides out, he wins. If Bannister gets out, he wins.
Here we go. They're up. They're ready to go.
And Bannister
Don't let
comes
him get
to his feet. Jackson breaks him back down.
Very close to they were looking for locking hands there for a second.
I thought he did. His back was to us and to the referee. So, and the assistant referee didn't.
He wasn't in a good position. No, just what I was thinking, Dave. Terrible position. They get tired too. Well, he's hanging in there good. 10 seconds. He doesn't have to do anything else.
No.
He's got to do the same thing. Sometimes these officials will like to get involved. I don't like it, but they like to think, oh.
Other times, though, they gave him his point for pushing him out of bounds. I like that call. I thought
That's
great
good.
job by
That's
Jackson
right there.
That was good. That was well played. Yep.
That's it.
Nice job.
Nick Jackson. First, gosh, I can't remember of somebody placing from Norwood in a long time.
Yeah, since staggering those guys.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
Taylor or somebody years ago?
All right, here we
that.
go. Guess what? We got another overtime match here.
Winding down to the end of it, fellas.
This is
Nick
gonna,
Jackson from Norwood ends up
again,
7.
it's the last match of the day right here. Everybody else is gone but us. The Mason and the Moeller kids. So
Are they the
45
last on the mat
seconds.
too?
That's it. Everybody's
last
gone.
Now
on
we
the
got
mat.
one. Now we got an injury time down here on mat 3 with
Oh
St.
yeah,
Ed's.
yeah.
But that's only got, well, that's a minute and 40.
I saw the move there. He had his leg up and he just came down on it hard, and I think he hurt his, put it towards ACL. We'll see if he'll finish the match here or not.
35 seconds left in this overtime. If points score here, either man wins. If not then they both go down for 30 seconds, just like we saw for Norwood.
Good job by Sims.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna
and
get it
reversed
underhook.
it by
Yep.
by Meyer.
Yep.
And good job by Sims.
Wow, that was
That
That
didn't
was
look
They
like
give it to
220s.
Meyer.
They
that was
didn't look
nice.
like
Sims did a
220s,
great
should
job, and then Meyer came through and
He got it.
yeah,
They gave it to him.
An equally great job. Good match. Those two guys. It was a good match to end the tournament,
Right.
as far as we're concerned on.
There you go, fellas.
Well,
Another
Dave,
year in the books.
That's right. Thanks again, and hope everybody enjoyed the show.
We're going to we'll roll our sponsors again here. Our underwriters, as Greg and Tim begin to stretch out from being cramped in here. Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association. Dr. Steve Daly, UC Health. Dr. Kevin Riley at Tri-County Health, Tri-Health, excuse me. Keller and Klein, Property Management. Foster and Motley, Financial Managers. Cincinnati Functional Fitness. General Advertising Products. Cincinnati Sub-Zero. And Tim Cunningham. So for all of those underwriters, and especially from the volunteers who make this all happen, our camera people, are the people that make it work in the truck, we want to thank you for watching. We'll have a little bit of information following the state final matches later on tonight. You can see the volunteers on the scroll there at the bottom, and we appreciate your following, and we look forward to next season. And so for all the underwriters and for all of the coaches and for all the athletes, thanks for watching. See you again.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv. Coverage of OHSAA Wrestling on Waycross Sports, underwritten by SWOCA, the Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association. Dr. Stephen Daly. Dr. Kevin Riley. Keller and Klein Incorporated. Foster and Motley, Financial Consultants. Cincinnati Functional Fitness. General Advertising Products. Cincinnati Sub-Zero. And Tim Cunningham.